Very, very quick moment. Okay. Well, it looks like to us, looks like we're pretty good here. So let us know in the comments if you're not able to see us, but get the results out of the way, and here is the starting grid for heat race number 1. 10 cars going to make up the field. Loudon Reimer, Preston Latimus going to be on the front row. Jack Zione and Zach Hollinger will make up row number 2. Sean Verwees, Lawrence Zarensis, I'll get your name right, I promise, Lawson. In row number 3, row 4, Chris Kurtzel, Jared Rarig. Row 5, Jasper Zigafus and Ashton DeWitt. Field making their way through turns 3 and 4. Green flag in the air. We are underway here in heat race number 1. Reimer able to jump out to the early lead. Here comes Latimus trying to throw the move back down to the inside. Slide job coming turns 3 and 4. Oh, a little bit of contact. Big shot up the gap up the middle. Wow, Loudon Reimer's going to fall way back in the pack on this one. Several cars beating and banging as we go here. Action hot and heavy throughout the field. Reimer now making his way back up through. Sean Verwees up to the 4th position. A little bit of a connection issue there, I believe, for Verwees. One car going around down the front straightaway. Let's pick up Zach Hollinger, currently being scored in the 2nd position, losing just a little bit of ground to race leader Preston Latimus. Field pretty well single filed out now, down with 7 laps remaining. Keep your eye in the upper right-hand corner. You'll see a lot of the fine folks that are helping making tonight's broadcasts possible. Down to 5 laps remaining. Get you the gaps up here on the screen. You'll see it. Not a lot of close racing here in this one. Not all that unsurprising to see early in the heat races. Already, in fact, seeing Lawson Zarensis going a lap down. Leaders up around the high side. Oh, one car going around down the front straightaway. No caution flags, or at least very, very minimal caution flags here in the heat races. Big slider out of Loudon Reimer. Battling for the race lead. 1 lap to go. Reimer throws the slider. Latimus crosses back under. Oh, Latimus clips the infield tire. Checkered flag in the air. Give that one to Loudon Reimer. How about that finish? See if we can't pick that one up here on the Hot Shoe Racewear Instant Replay. Ah, nope, we're not going to get it. A little bit short on the gun here. So here is the starting grid for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole will be the number 13 of Pennsylvania's Bobby Sant Jr. John Diotti III going to line up on the outside of row number 1. James Coslow and Talon Carter in row number 2. Chris Crane Jr., Alex Kolonix in row number 3. Row 4, Tom Arntz and Matt Brink, and Ryan Breithoff will round out the field. Here from Bob Lansing. Love the work you all do for the racetracks, bringing the races to our homes with great video work and a great announcer. Well, I have to take the blame for both of those, and may not be that good at my job, but I think we do okay. Green flags out here on heat race number 2, 10 laps the distance. Early lead for Bobby Sant Jr. John Diotti, Talon Carter going to battle for the second position. We'll pick up that battle as Talon Carter in the number 5, Lucas Wolf, Pabst Blue Ribbon colors. He's won on timing and scoring, but he's number 5 on the racetrack. Once again, pretty interesting. Oh, big hit. Carter goes around, still bouncing it off the outside retaining wall. Couple of cars involved. Carter trying to get to the infield. Pick up race leader Bobby Sant Jr. Let's see if we can't get you the replay here of what happened to Alex Kolonix on the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. Up into the outside wall, a couple of very hard hits. So we'll come back to live racing. Halfway home, 5 down, 5 laps to go. Bobby Sant Jr. still the race leader. Sant absolutely hooked up on the outside of the racetrack. Might have gotten up into the outside wall just a little bit. This neat view to you coming to you from the flag stand and then right on the top of the back straightaway, or inside, excuse me, the back straightaway. This end looking down from turns 1 and 2, and then it's going to flip over and pick them up same way, looking straight down from turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out for your race winner, Bobby Sant Jr. And there are your results for heat race number 2. Sant, Koslow, Crane, Kolonix, and Diotti, your top 5. Starting grid for heat race number 3. This one absolutely stacked. This one's going to be a fun one to watch here. On the front row going to be Logan Rumsey and BJ Antonio. Starting in row number 2, Steven Snyder Jr. and Samantha Osborne. Isabella Van Orden and Jordan Cox going to make up row number 3. Ryan Cummings and James Benz in row number 4, and all alone out back in row 5 will be the 42 of Logan Dontonville. Coming up a little bit later on in tonight's racing action, we'll have the high power washing and painting, I believe it is. I will do my best to get that sponsor announcement right as well. Hard Charger Award. That one will be presented to the driver who makes up the most spots from their qualified starting spot in tonight's feature. As green flag flies here on heat race number 2. Rumsey jumps out to the early lead. Antonio looks to the outside down the back straightaway. Rumsey with a big slider. Antonio's going to come screaming back up to the inside down the front straightaway. Rumsey going to cross Antonio over down the back stretch. Logan Rumsey going to be your race leader. Oh, trouble towards the back of the pack. Samantha Osborne, Jordan Cox, James Benz, all going around trouble down the front straightaway as Logan Rumsey out to a very early and commanding lead. Good battle brewing here for the 3rd position between Steven Snyder Jr. and Isabella Van Orden. Van Orden in the 2 down to the inside. Snyder, the white 021, up against the outside wall. Halfway home in this one, looks like Steven Snyder may have that position covered. James Benz, Jordan Cox, Logan Dontonville, all pit side. So we'll head back up to the front of the field and get you a look at race leader Logan Rumsey. Picked up the win 1 week ago, and he is the points leader here in the Wide Open Wednesday Series. I believe 14 total races over 13 weeks. The final week of the season is going to be a doubleheader with both sprint cars, and the highlight of the Final build of the 2020 season for iRacing. The big block modifieds have made their appearance finally on the premier sim racing platform. You're going to get to see them in action next week. The big blocks and the 358s running as a combined race as the checkered flag is going to fly over Logan Rumsey. BJ Antonio will come home second. Cedar Lake Speedway up in Wisconsin also introduced with the platform today. Got to spend a little bit of time in one of the big blocks. Those cars are a blast to drive here on the iRacing platform. And looking forward to what we have coming up next week, because we're going to have the big blocks and the 358s, basically a combined class up at Cedar Lake. From what I understand, the time difference from the big blocks to the 358 is only about a tenth of a second. So it'll be interesting to see which drivers choose which car. It'll almost be like when you're running a short track super series race or something like that, where do you go for a little bit less power, a little bit more control? Do you want the power of the big block? So we'll see what comes next week, but we've gotten you through heat race number 3, and here is the grid for heat race number 4 as they roll out onto the racetrack. Paul Mancini and Aiden Donaldson going to make up the front row. Cody Welsh and Adam Bouchel in row number 2. Aiden Borden, Robbie Dunn in row 3. Walt Shadak, Harold Klump in row 4. Brian Sharp all alone in row number 5. Pace truck is off. And we are just about ready to go racing here. Mancini and Donaldson on the front row. Green flags in the air. We're underway here in heat race number 4. Mancini jumps out to the early lead. 3 wide. Battle off of turn number 4, I believe that was. Yeah, there we go. Turn 4 there. We've got battles throughout the field here, especially in the transfer spots. Mancini checking out just a little bit. Ran the quickest lap of the race that last time by. He's going to do it again this time at a 12.16 seconds. 3-car battle for position number 2. And they're going to be side by side just a little bit further back in the pack as well. We'll pick up this battle. Robbie Dunn's in that one. Adam Bouchel. A little bit of contact inside with Walt Shadak as well. 1 car hard up into the outside wall going over. That was Harold Klump. Field makes their way off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Shadak has the spot over Bouchel and Dunn, but they'll keep fighting. Big slide jump out of Robbie Dunn there off of turn 2. Dunn almost loops it around halfway home. We'll give you the quick check-in on the front of the field. There was your top 4, Mancini, Donaldson, Borden, and Welsh. So we'll check in towards the back of the pack here where the racing is hot and heavy. 4-car battle for what may be the final transfer spot into tonight's A main. Two laps remaining, and at the front of the field, Paul Mancini still going to lead this one wire to wire. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for the Mount Gretna, New Jersey native. Pedals through turns 3 and 4. Where's Waldo? Where's Mancini? At the front and in victory lane for heat race number 4. Coming home in second is going to be Aiden Donaldson. A couple of spot pickup for Aiden Borden. And there are your results. Mancini, Donaldson, Borden, Welsh, and Bouchel, your top 5. The grid for heat race number 5 out on the racetrack now. Kyle Smith and Doug Smith going to make up the front row for this one. Greg Sager and Josh Fox in row number 2, just waiting on Josh Fox to get his car in. Yep, now we should be ready to go here. Josh Conover and Cole Perez in row number 3. Row 4 is going to have Austin Kroboth and Gavin Krupp. Scheduled to start in the 9th position is the 9 of Jaden Wolf, but looks like Wolf will not answer the bell. So we'll get ready to go racing here. Once again, 10 laps the distance. Love all the supportive fans out there. Ryan Simmons saying, Robbie Dunn, don't wreck. Well, I don't know that he totally got the job accomplished. Ryan, we got to get you in the racing here next weekend, but doing a little bit of New Egypt style racing if you really want to think about it. Because we're going to be down at the Volusia Speedway. But right now, we are ready to go green here in heat race number 5. Oh, big contact already down the front straightaway. Side-by-side battle down the back straightaway. Josh Fox going to jump out to the early lead over Kyle Smith. Doug Smith going to fall a couple of spots back to the 3rd position. Here comes Josh Conover. Keep your eye on that Shark Racing painted entry. He's got the Logan Schuhart colors on, but it's Josh Conover looking to make the inside work. Kyle Smith running the outside, trying to get around Doug Smith at the front of the field. A little bit of wall contact there for Conover. We'll slide up towards the front here as Josh Fox getting away by over a second now, and it's another half second between the Smiths as they make their way through turns 3 and 4. I am really surprised how quickly we're seeing the field get strung out single file. With only 9 cars, it's going to happen pretty quickly, but don't expect to see that for very long, and especially once we get time to put these cars into the A main. There's race leader Josh Fox heading through turns 3 and 4, looking to put another lap on the scoreboard. Correct me, that was 1 and 2. Now this is 3 and 4. The lead down to a quarter of a second as Doug Smith working the inside lane, trying to make something happen here. He is just not going to be quite close enough. Giving you the view from the grandstands here down the back straightaway. Fox is into the wall. He bounces it off the outside fence down the back straightaway. White flag in the air, new race leader, Doug Smith. Fox fighting back to the inside, slide job, turn 3 and 4. Smith crosses him over down to the inside, checkered flag in the air. Oh, what a finish. Give it to Doug Smith by 4/100ths of a second. Give it to you on the Hot Shoe Racewear Instant Replay. Oh, and then it cuts out on us right as we were ready to go. Well, we'll give you the results here anyway as we wait for the replay to clear. Okay, so here is your starting grid. Tom Orange, Jordan Cox, Brian Sharp, Gavin Krupp, Talon Carter, Jared Rarig, Harold Crump, Logan Dontonville, Ashton DeWitt. This is the first consolation race of the evening. Green flag in the air, and we are underway. Tom Arndt's able to jump out to the early lead. Jordan Cox, Brian Sharp, Talon Carter all battling a little bit further back in the pack. One car hard up into the outside wall. In fact, through the catch fence. That's going to be the quick reset. His evening will just about be done. That was Gavin Krupp. that went for the wild ride. Arndt's still your race leader down the back straightaway. Three-car battle for the race lead. Arndt's, Cox, and Carter all dueling it out for position. Carter looks to the inside of Cox down the front straightaway. 9 laps to go here. Throws the big slide jump. Oh, man, a little bit dirty, but right rear there out of Talon Carter. Brian Sharp bounces it off the outside wall. Excuse me, Jordan Cox. He's going to lose a couple of positions. Sharp now running behind Talon Carter and Tom Arndt's. Keep your eye on the 0-1 of Jordan Cox. That car already working around Jared Rarig. Rarig up against the outside wall. Oh, trouble for race leader Tom Arndt's. Everybody's involved. Huge wreck down the front straightaway. Caution flag is out. Caution number 1 here with 7 to go. Get you the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay. Tom Arndt's got it a little bit sideways. Oh, and he got some help from Talon Carter. Everybody piles in. Tom Arndt's ending up on his side. He's going to have to head pit side and toe in. We'll see if you'll see the word pop up on the race control screen right at the bottom the same time we do. Well, we have a minute under caution here. Once again, give us a like on the socials here. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at National Racing Network. Oh, there you go. EOL for the 1. Talon Carter as the cause of the caution. So he's going to have to head to the back. Green flag back in the air. We're underway. It was a fantastic start for Jordan Cox. He's going to lead the field off of 2. Couple of cars making contact. Jared Rarig, a little bit of left side loving on Brian Sharp. Carter already pushing his way back through the field, looking to the inside. Now of Brian Sharp. He's going to get that pass made. Sharp trying to get around Rarig as well. White flag is out. 1 lap to go here. Talon Carter forces it up the middle. Down the back straightaway. 1 final time in the first consolation race of the night. Checkered flag is in the air. Give that one to Jordan Cox. He's going to pick up the win over Talon Carter, Jared Rarig, Brian Sharp, and Harold Klump, your top 5. That was the D main. Cox, Rarig, Sharp, Klump, and Dontonville, the top 5. Talon Carter. Timing and scoring is saying, anyway, that he's going to finish back in the 6th position, so his night may be done. We'll take a look here, though, at the starting lineup for the C main. We're going to lead things off with Cole Perez on the front row. Robbie Dunn going to be at his outside. Chris Kurtzel and Ryan Breithoff in row number 2. James Benz and Walt Shadak in row 3. Austin Kroboth and Lawson Zarensis in row number 4. Jordan Cox, Jared Rarig in row 5. And the 11 of Brian Sharp will be all alone in row number 6. So looks like the night is over for the 1 of Talon Carter. Pace car is off. Field makes their way out of turn number 2. Green flag in the air. C main is underway. 15 laps the distance on this one. Oh, 1 car almost going around. Big hit for James Benz down the back straightaway as well. I believe we're going to stay green because everybody managed to stay straight. How did they pull that off? That was some impressive driving. 4 wide off the corner. What a move by the 01 of Jordan Cox. He's trying to run the alphabet soup. Started in the D, working his way forward. He's still got a handful more to go to get up there. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the 17 and Austin Kroboth. The 01-7 of Cole Perez and the car of Austin Kroboth. Kroboth got to head all the way to the back of the pack. One of the issues with these tight little bull rings, the camera shots can be really difficult without getting too close on anybody. Chris Kurtzel and Robbie Dunn are going to be out in the front of the field. Caution flag is out. Trouble on the racetrack. Caution flag number 1. Here it is on the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. Couple of cars bouncing off each other. Oh yeah, James Benz coming down the racetrack just a little bit. Hey, not a bad job there, though. Ryan Breithoff getting himself flipped back around. So we'll bring you back to live racing action. Robbie Dunn, Chris Kurtzel, the race leader. Robbie Dunn running in the 2nd position. There is a good look at Chris Kurtzel, your race leader. Take a look and go on board here on the Hot Shoe Raceway on board with Chris Kurtzel. He is your race leader as we run under the caution flag. So yeah, like we said, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who you're hanging out with tonight. Hope you are enjoying the coverage here on the National Racing Network. Green flag back in the air. We are underway once again. Kurtzel jumps out to the early lead. Dogfight back a little bit further back in the pack. Cole Perez in the 017 down to the inside. He's going to have a big move from Brian Sharp in the 25. There's that 01 of Jordan Cox. He's also involved here as well. Cox gets it hard up into the outside wall. We'll stay green, 5 to go. Whole lot of right side romance from the 017 of Perez. Shoving somebody up into the outside wall. Down to 4 laps to go now. Chris Kurtzel with a 3-second lead when they're only turning about 10-second laps here. Kurtzel absolutely checking out. In fact, he just set the quickest lap of the race last time by. Lawson Zarensis and Cole Perez doing battle. Oh, there's the hip check. Perez got it right back after delivering it 1 corner earlier. He's going to jump back into the throttle. Cole Perez is going to head towards the back. There is Lawson Zarensis. Chris Kurtzel, Robbie Dunn, Lawson Zarensis look to be in the transfer spots. I think they're taking 3 out of these. We'll see. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Checkered flag in the air for that man, Chris Kurtzel, over Robbie Dunn in the 51. Dunn going to take his checkered flag now and be followed across the line by Lawson Zarensis. There are your C-Main results. Chris Kurtzel, Robbie Dunn, Lawson Zarensis, Brian Sharp, Ryan Breithoff. Your top 5. It is 3 that they're going to take in that one because we'll head down here and check out the starting grid for tonight's B-Main, the semi-feature in USAC terminology. Sean Verwees and John Diotti going to make up row number 1. Samantha Osborne and Adam Bouchel in row number 2. Jasper Zigafus and Greg Sager in row number 3. Matt Brink and Ryan Cummings in row number 4. And then your 3 drivers to transfer out: Chris Kurtzel, Robbie Dunn, and Lawson Zarensis. Seeing the comment coming in from Nicholas Ham, Lawson giving my design some good TV time. There you go, brother. Glad we could help make it happen, too. Pace truck is off. We are ready to go. Green flag racing. Sean Verwees gets a fantastic jump on the field. John Diotti, Samantha Osborne going to run side by side. Oh, big wiggle out of Verwees. New race leader, John Diotti, Samantha Osborne going to be fighting back now. Diotti gets out to the lead. Verwees slides up in front of Osborne. Little bit of contact back in the pack. Now Greg Sager up there along with Jasper Zigafus. There's Samantha Osborne battling Sager. Sager looks to the inside, not quite close enough to attempt the slider into turns 3 and 4. Not a lot of movement out of the 3 drivers to transfer from the C main. At least not as of yet anyway. 12 laps remaining. Osborne still runs the high side. Zigafus, Kurzel's right there as well. Big slider out of Jasper Zigafus. Osborne crosses back over, has to jump on the binders just a little bit. Now Osborne going to get stuck in the middle groove, and she might get freight train. Chris Kurzel's by. Gregory Sager now fighting with Osborne. This is the battle, first, second, and third. John Diotti, Jasper Zigafus, Chris Kurzel. Zigafus looks to the inside of Diotti. That's going to let Kurzel get right on the back bumper. Kurzel's going to try to throw the slider in the corner right up in front of Zigafus. Samantha Osborne has a fantastic view of this racing going on in front of her. Now as Kurzel falls back behind Osborne, Zigafus holds on to the spot. Oh, big hit. Samantha Osborne goes for a wild ride in turn 2. Not sure that that was a slider gone wrong, but definitely contact between Chris Kurzel and Samantha Osborne. That's going to absolutely open up the top 5 or 6 spots here. Battle for the race lead starting to heat up just a little bit. Jasper Zigafus looks down to the inside. Going to try to make the inside lane work. A little bit of contact with a lap car, the 27 of Ryan Cummings. Zigafus goes around. Caution flag is on the speedway. We're going to run back the replay here of the first incident with Samantha Osborne and Chris Kurzel. Osborne to the outside. Kurzel slides up the racetrack. Oh, it was a tough break. The car of Osborne just bit a little bit. And now we're going to pull up the instant replay here. Here's Jasper Zigafus having an issue. Tried to make the inside lane work and caught the lap car just coming off the corner. Zigafus trying to get it turned around, almost got absolutely clobbered by Robbie Dunn. So now with 3 laps remaining, we'll see what timing and scoring is going to sort out here, but spectator view sees John Diotti grab the quick lead over Chris Kurzel. Adam Bouchel now up to the 3rd spot. Yeah, it was actually Bouchel that almost got Zigafus that last time. Well, white flag is out, 1 lap to go. Who's going to claim the final spots through turns 3 and 4? Checkered flag coming this time. Give it to John Diotti over Chris Kurzel, Adam Bouchel, Lawson Zarensis, and Robbie Dunn. So here are the results from the B main. John Diotti, Chris Kurzel, Adam Bouchel, Lawson Zarensis, Robbie Dunn, Greg Sager, Jasper Zigafus, Sean Verwees, Matt Brink, Samantha Osborne, and Ryan Cummings. But with that, it is already time for the warm-up session and time for us to get some bills paid. So we will be right back. You are watching Wide Open Wednesday right here on the National Racing Network. there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
At 600cc Performance, our roots run deep in CC racing. A leader in fuel injection, dyno tuning, wiring, and diagnostics. With over 15 years of experience in building and tuning, you can count on us to get you to the winner's circle. Whether it is diagnostics, sales, or service, 600cc Performance is your source for everything CC racing. Find out more at 600ccperformance.com.
Free Geek Pen is an electronics recycling center which specializes in restoring electronics to usable condition. They turn salvageable parts from donated equipment into working electronics for those on a budget. The best part is your old gear doesn't end up in a landfill. Free Geek Pen also does computer repair. Find them online at freegeekpen.org. Give them a call at 717-721-2494 or stop by the shop on Main Street in Ephrata. Think freegeekpen.org.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Welcome back, everybody, to the virtual Fairbury Speedway, Fairbury, Illinois. My name is Chris Graham with the National Racing Network. It is a pleasure to have you joining us. Short little warm-up session going on now, basically just so we can get the commercial break out of the way. Thank you very much to Alex Greenswig, Barry Greenswig, the whole Snydersville Raceway team for letting us get some bills paid on the broadcast here. Getting to this one just a little bit late here, but Colton Donaldson saying he was checking in from New Jersey. Let's go Aiden Donaldson and Doug Smith Jr. So thank you very much for the shout out there, Colton. We appreciate you spending part of your Wednesday evening with us. As a reminder, you can support the National Racing Network on Patreon. Find us at patreon.com/National Racing Network. We have several tiers, and it's a couple of bucks a month. We appreciate everybody who comes out and joins us as a patron. And one of the neat things that we do is we give you access to our NRN Discord, so you kind of get some of the behind-the-scenes information. You know about our special projects that we have coming up before anybody else does. So neat way that you can give back and help support grassroots racing is by finding us at patreon.com/National Racing Network. Make sure you give the socials a like, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, all at National Racing Network. It's going to be a 24 car starting grid. I'm not sure who the 24th is going to be, but the DNQ list for tonight is long and distinguished. Robbie Dunn, Brian Sharp, Sean Verwees, Talon Carter, Walt Shadak, Ryan Cummings, Jared Rarig, Logan Dontonville, Ryan Breithoff, Greg Sager, James Benz, Jordan Cox, Ashton DeWitt, Jaden Wolf, Harold Klump, Tom Art, Samantha Osborne, Austin Kroboth, Cole Perez, Matt Brink, Jasper Zigafus, Gavin Krupp, and Chris Kurtzel, all on the DNQ list. So it looks like we're going to have 23 drivers that will be racing tonight. I'll give you a look at the best lap times here in the session. No surprise, Logan Rumsey at the top of the charts at an 11.77 seconds. Actually, and it's just a tick over that. We're seeing it as 11:78 here on timing and scoring. Steven Snyder Jr., 11:87, 11:90 for Paul Mancini, Bobby Sant, and Doug Smith. Your top 5. Not quite sure how he's doing this from the in-car, but Jax Yohn commenting, we about to put on a show. I believe we are, Jax. That one should be... this one should be a fun one to watch, that is for sure. Also, check in Harry Yohn saying, watching from Woodchopper Town, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And Bob Lansing saying, this is awesome. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, Bob. We are having a whole lot of fun doing the iRacing broadcast here, especially for the guys from Snydersville. The other neat one we have coming up is, I believe it's with the Susquehanna Quarter Midget Racing Association, but I'll check and confirm that one. Anyway, 2 series worth of races for the quarter midget kids. Anywhere from 5 to 16-year-olds will be running these things. 305 sprint cars for the most part. They may dabble in the 360s a little bit, I think. But I'll tell you what, the kids, we had them back in the springtime when nobody was doing any real-world racing. The kids really put on a show. They were a lot of fun to watch. So we'll see what the schedule looks like for them. We'll post that up on our website here in the next couple of weeks as well. But leave us a comment. Let us know what you would like to see on the National Racing Network. And if you want to see us cover a race, you got to call your promoters and your racetracks and say, hey, you guys need to be on NRN, because that's word of mouth is the best possible exposure you can ask for here. See if we can't jump on board here on the gyro cam with Steven Snyder Jr. as he loops it around, gets it hung up on one of the infield tires. But the Hot Shoe Racewear on board. Big thank you to Alan Grace and the whole Hot Shoe Racewear team as the world starts spinning rapidly. Now on board with Paul Mancini, the Mancini Custom Homes 007. Mancini gets it up against the outside wall. Take a look. This is looking backwards out the right rear of Mancini's car. You can see how close they get to the outside wall. Mancini out of New Gretna, New Jersey, in the Logan Rumsey Esports, Mancini Customs Homes, Mancini Realty entry. Steven Snyder Jr., the Logan Rumsey Esports entry out of Rising Sun, Maryland. That is the 021. Also, we have running with us tonight the unsponsored 131 of Adam Bouchel from Bloomsbury, New Jersey, the Florida Keys air conditioning car. And with that, it is time to go racing here. You saw it a little bit on the screen there. 50 laps the distance on this one. Caution laps do count. You cannot refuel these cars in iRacing. So let us know who your pick. We're going to give you the starting lineup right now. Starting on the pole in the number 58, the Big Daddy Speed Concepts entry of Loudon Reimer. Bobby Sant Jr. in the number 13 is going to start to his outside. Logan Rumsey in the 141. Paul Mancini will make up row number 2. Doug Smith and Preston Latimus in row number 3. James Costello and B.J. Antonio in row number 4. Row 5 will have Aiden Donaldson and Josh Fox. Row number 6, Zach Hollinger and Chris Crane Jr. Steven Snyder Jr. and Aiden Borden in row number 7. Row number 8, Josh Conover and Jax Yohn. Alex Kolonix and Isabella Van Orden in row number 9. Row 10, Cody Welsh and Kyle Smith. John Diotti and Chris Kurtzel will make up row number 11. Full field of 24 cars will be rounded out by Adam Bouchel and Lawson Zarensis. 24 cars, 50 big laps the distance here. At Fairbury Speedway, the field's driving right over top of you down the back straightaway. Green flag is out. We are underway. What a fantastic jump for Loudon Reimert. He's going to be a race leader off of turn number 2. See if the field can keep it clean down the back straightaway. I believe they will. 1 lap in the books. We are under green. Top 3 breaking away just a little bit from 4th, 5th, and 6th. Let's pick up the battle for 7th. That's Preston Latimus and Doug Smith. Oh, big hit into the outside wall. One car is going to come to a stop up against the catch fence. Caution flag is out. Trouble early on. Tough break. Paul Mancini having an issue. Here's the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. See if we can see what happened. Got it up along the front stretch wall, and a wild tumble for Mancini's going to end up basically beached on top of the fence. What a tough break. Mancini's going to have to toe in for that one. So we'll pick up the front of the field. There is the 58 of Loudon Reimert. He's your race leader. Going to line up to his outside will be the 13 of Bobby Sant. BJ Antonio and Logan Rumsey going to make up row number 2 here for the restart. Green flag goes back in the air. Quick cautions here. We are back underway. Once again, top 3 breaking away. Good battle back in the pack just a little bit. Preston Latimus, Logan Rumsey going to battle for the 4th position. Rumsey throws the big slide job into turn number 4. He'll get the job done. Nice pass there for Logan Rumsey. Latimus going to slide back just a little bit. Here comes Aiden Borden in the 777. Caution flag is out once again. Trouble for Steven Snyder Jr. Take a look and see if we can see what happened to that car on the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. We kind of caught it at the tail end there, but Snyder got up on his side. It may have been something very similar to what we saw out of Paul Mancini. Now trying to get everybody caught back up and in line with the iRacing safety truck. Can be incredibly frustrating at the front of the field trying to get everybody packed back up. So now at the front of the field, Loudon Reimert and BJ Antonio going to make up the front row here for the restart. 12 laps in. Already 1/4 of the way home. Side-by-side battle between Antonio and Rumsey. Rumsey able to quickly claim the spot. Big slide job turn for Rumsey. Not even close to getting that one done. That's going to let Antonio catch right back up again onto the tail tank of the 141. Race leader bounces off the outside wall just a little bit. Doesn't slow him up too much. Rumsey looks down to the inside. Antonio going to try the big slider in 3 and 4. Nothing going there. Caution flag is out one more time. Looks like that may be trouble once again for the 007 of Paul Mancini on the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. Oh, yeah, actually, the 177 slowed pretty significantly. That was Kyle Smith. Oh, wow, big hit. Couple of cars in front. Isabella Van Orden. Get you the replay of this one. Van Orden makes a little bit of contact. Chris Kurtzel was involved. Wow, that was a mess. Get you the replay one more time here. Try it from the wide camera angle so you can see the carnage going on throughout the field here. 5, maybe 6 cars may have been involved with that one all told. So we are now ready to go back. Green flag racing, 18 laps on the board. Reimer and Antonio on the front row. Rumsey looks down to the inside. Tries to make the big move, not quite close enough. He's going to be under attack now from Bobby Sant Jr. Rumsey trying the huge sliders at both ends of the racetrack. Here comes Sant looking to the inside. Little bit of contact on the back bumper between Antonio and Rumsey. Rumsey throws the slider on Antonio. Now Antonio going to return the favor opposite end of the racetrack. Rumsey crosses back to the inside. The sliders are so early to develop here at Fairbury. It is a blast to watch. Logan Rumsey, BJ Antonio trading haymakers at each end of the racetrack as we approach halfway. Rumsey may have the job done, but here comes Antonio trying to slide right back up in front again. One car going around right in front of the race leader, able to get back underway, but we are under caution one more time. One lap shy of halfway. What a battle for second between Logan Rumsey and BJ Antonio. Give the shout out here. Nick Ham from 24th to 12th. There you go. Lawson Zarensis now being scored back in the 16th position. We'll give you a little bit more love here. Very nice paintwork there, Mr. Ham. Picking back up the race leader, Loudon Reimer. Green flag back in the air. We are underway once again. Oh, heavy contact a little bit further back in the field. Zach Hollinger was involved in that one. We'll see if we stay green. Here comes BJ Antonio for the race lead. Big slide job off at turn number 4. Already into lap traffic. Here comes Logan Rumsey. He's going to try to go 2 for 1 on the race leaders. Caution flag out on the speedway once again. Alex Kolonix may have gotten caught up with race leader Loudon Reimer. We'll take a look here. Okay, so a couple of cars having an issue back there. Isabella Van Orden and Alex Kolonix also involved. Down to just 20 laps remaining here at the Fairbury Speedway. Rumsey and Reimer going to make up row number 1, Antonio and Sant in row 2. Good run for Josh Fox. He's up 5 spots. How about hard charger so far? Adam Bouchel up 14 positions to 9th at the restart. Lawson Zarensis is going to be second, hard charger up 10. BJ Antonio, Josh Fox both up 5 spots. Josh Conover and Aiden Borden up a handful as well. Pace car is off. We are ready to go back to green flag racing here with 19 laps remaining. Reimer looks to the inside. Rumsey able to get around on the outside. Contact between Antonio. Several cars piling in off of turn number 2. That's absolutely going to bring out the caution flag. Here is the Hot Shoe Raceway instant replay. Yeah, it was BJ Antonio and Bobby Sant. Antonio slides up the racetrack. Sant makes contact at the back end, and then absolute carnage down the front straightaway. They were almost 5 wide going into the corner. And you saw the message from race control. This will be a single file restart. That's about exactly what Logan Rumsey wanted to see here. Trying to go 2 for 2 on the wide open Wednesday series. EOL means end of line for the 46 of BJ Antonio. So he'll head back to the 18th position. Tough break there for BJ. Chris Kurtzel, now your high pressure washing and painting hard charger. Up 16 spots, currently running in the 6th position. Lights are out, and Field's going to get ready to go here down the back straightaway. Rumsey, Reimert, Fox, Conover, Latimus, Kurtzel, the top 6. Doug Smith, Cody Welsh, John Diotti, Bobby Sant round out the top 10. Green flag back in the air. We are underway once again. Good battle shaping up here for the 2nd position. Loudon Reimer has it. Here comes Josh Fox ripping the lip. Almost a little bit of contact. How about a little bit of 4 wide dancing at the turns 1 and 2 end of the speedway? Six cars all dancing hot and heavy for the 2nd through 6th positions. Caution flag is out one more time. Now with 10 laps remaining. Trouble back in the pack just a little bit here. Let's see if we can find where the issue was. May have been some trouble for Zach Hollinger. Nope, maybe not. So taking a look now at race leader Logan Rumsey, the Swindell Speed Lab 600cc performance. Logan Rumsey eSports entry. Restarting in 2nd will be the SRF number 121 Nerdworks entry of Josh Fox. Josh Conover in that Logan Schuhart paint scheme. Keep an eye on that car as well. Green flag goes back in the air. We are underway one more time. 7 laps to go. 4-car battle for the race lead off of turn number 2. Fox looks to the inside. Conover kind of caught up there behind Fox. Now Fox looks to the inside of Rumsey. Rumsey may have gotten a piece of the outside wall. Josh Fox trying to make that inside lane work. Pretty close, a little bit of right side romance on Logan Rumsey's machine. Rumsey really gets a good drive off the corner. Fox able to make the quicker corner entry. He's taken the shorter way around the racetrack. It may not be enough, but we are measuring in the hundredths of a second at the stripe. Rumsey now able to clear Fox. He's going to throw the big slider. Fox moves it up to the top of the racetrack, tries to get the momentum wound up. Here comes the slider with 3 to go. Fox not quite close enough. Rumsey holds on to the spot, tried to chop off the slider line just a little bit. Fantastic racing here at the front of the field. We're down to 2 to go. Rumsey off the corner. Lap and a half remaining. Now Rumsey going to run the low line. Oh, Fox gets it up in the fence, and that just might be all she wrote. White flag is out. 1 lap remaining for the number 41 of Logan Rumsey. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Fox tried to get close. Checkered flag is out. Logan Rumsey picks up win number 2 of the wide open Wednesday season. We are going to do our best to get our race winner and our top 3 finishers here into the broadcast booth to chat in just a moment here. Trying to find race winner Logan Rumsey here in the Discord server, and I don't see him. So we'll see who else we can pick up here, see if Josh Fox is hanging around. Trying to find some drivers for you folks to talk to. There we go, let's slide up. Josh Fox, and let's take a listen here. Josh Fox, Chris Graham in the NRN booth. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Got a copy.
All right, buddy. Josh, that was a heck of a run tonight. Had to be a lot of fun running with Logan Rumsey, but you were kind of into the game late here on this one just a little bit.
Yeah, it's always fun running Fairbury. It's one of my favorite tracks for sure. And yeah, who knows? Maybe with a little better start, could have got to the top. But good job to Logan there.
Yeah, it was a pretty good run. And will we see more of you next weekend once we start running the big blocks out here?
Yeah, for sure. It's cool to support this kind of deal. So thanks to Alex for putting it on. And yeah, looking forward to it. Seems like we got a pretty good group up here.
All right, Josh. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate the time, and we will talk to you next week.
Thanks.
Now we'll pick up third place finishing Josh Conover. And Josh, you're running the Logan Schuhart colors this weekend, but I don't think the 410s have ever seen a place as tiny as Fairbury. At least they don't run them that often. What's it like running a 360 out here?
Well, it's tough. If you overstep by just that little bit, you'll find yourself in the fence.
Yeah, that was one of the things I think we saw a lot of over the course of the race. Even Logan and Josh were hitting the fence throughout the course of the night here. Is that just a kind of nature of the beast of bull ring type racing?
Yeah, you got to be committed. Even if you get into it, like I said, you just got to be committed. I knew from the beginning, especially coming from the back, I wanted new parts running the top, so I just stayed at the bottom and ventured up when I had to for a restart or something, but I tried to get back to the bottom as soon as I could.
All right, buddy. How excited are you as one of the more experienced iRacers we have in here that we're getting to finally play with the big blocks next week?
I've been testing all day. I'm actually hosting a nationals next week, so I've been running laps all day basically trying to prepare for that. But they're fun. I would say they're up there. I was right behind the sprints and the midgets as far as my favorite car to drive right now.
All right, Josh, sounds good. Well, we will talk to you hopefully in 1 week from tonight.
Thanks, Chris.
And one final interview for the night. We're going to pick up race winner Logan Rumsey. Logan, Chris Graham in the NRN booth. You got us?
Yeah.
All right, bud, you had a spirited battle there with Josh Fox at the end, and it looked like the place was kind of greasy from top to bottom. What was it? What were the track conditions like out there for you?
Yeah, the top was pretty dominant at the start, so it was hard to pass. You kind of had to slide them, and they would cross you back up. And the middle started to come in there at the end. Josh almost got me.
I know I was in a server with you a little bit earlier today. We've talked to a couple of drivers already about it. How cool is it going to be to run the big blocks out here next week, and how much time are we going to lose over the next week running these things?
Yeah, they're pretty fun. Roll the slick.
All right, Logan. Well, one last question for you. Who do you got to thank? It was a heck of a run tonight.
Alex putting up the league, Newland Bar Service, 600cc Performance, Keller Contracting, CSI Shocks, and Slick Sim Sport.
All right, Logan. Well, congratulations. 2 for 2 so far. We'll see you here 1 week from tonight. And actually, we're going to get another interview in here. We showed this guy's car a ton tonight. Your painter giving you a ton of shout-outs, by the way. Lawson Zarensis, congratulations. You are the high power washing and painting hard charger for the night. $10 going into your pocket. Not too bad.
No, thank you very much, Chris.
We talked about just with Logan about how slick this place was and how difficult it was going to be, whether it was running top, bottom. How in the world do you manage to run from back to front like that?
Really, it's all about using your head. I wasn't really going for positions. I was just trying to keep my nose clean at the biggest point there, really.
All right, bud. Well, you're up 17 spots. You're $10 richer, courtesy of High Power Washing and Painting. Congratulations. Hopefully you start a little bit better next week, and we'll have some fun out here in the big blocks.
Yeah, I had a little problem with my computer there, but came back and had a good run, so thank you very much.
All right, very cool. Let's see if we can't pick up. We'll bring him in to close out the show here with us. Alex Greenswig, promoter of Snydersville Raceway and the Orville Kart Club. Alex, we've had 2 pretty good weeks so far.
Definitely. You know, with the amount of drivers we've been having, it's been some good racing. Tonight was good. Good side-by-side racing tonight. I know there was a bit of caution, but I think the overall factor from what we're seeing from the drivers so far has been they've been positive. And I think the drivers are just straight up excited for the new Big Block 358 battle coming next week at Volusia.
Yeah, that one's going to be fun. I'm going to have to rail on Nicky Leach a little bit, see if I can't get him involved here. Because Volusia, there's a lot of similarity between Volusia and New Egypt Speedway and the Thunder and the Pines. One of the neat things that we talk about is that battle between, is it a big block track, is it a small block track, what car is going to be favored here, and we're going to get to play that out in the virtual world as well.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, with all of our races for the series, for the rest of them with the modifieds, it's going to be big block versus small block, and I think that's just a straight up fan favorite by everybody. So personally, I'm excited with the big block. I've heard from some of the drivers already too, and they're like, we are excited for it. They're also excited about the new Cedar Lake track that's going to be in the mix as well. So I think we're going to see some great battles. I think we're going to see the room packed for the next couple races as well.
Yeah, this one's going to be a lot of fun. So anybody special that you want to make mention of as a thank you?
More power sports, Greenswig's Kart Shop, Varston Masonry. I mean, there's a list. Pocono Raceway, everybody that's participated, even at Orville Car Club, the list goes on there. That support us week in and week out. And you know, the community of racers that we have in this league is, you know, not only from our 2 tracks at Orville and Snydersville. It's also a mix of people from Hamlin. We also have, you know, some iRacing mix, people from that used to run Snydersville in the past. I just got to thank the racers for just supporting me in this series. And, you know, I'm doing this for all fun and have a good time, to put on a serious league, give some cash out for these guys, and just overall give them a good Wednesday night, a little bit of what I call hump day madness in the mix of it all. And overall, I just got to thank everybody that has put the time and effort into our regular racetracks that we run, as well as the people behind the scenes here, you with the NRN, our admins, Andrew and Brandon, who are part of, you know, operating the series, Doug, who helps manage with our Discord server, everybody, you know. Without everybody behind the scenes, I definitely think this would not be happening. The live broadcast, everybody from home watching, you know, and we thank all the people watching from home. You know, share this out, get this out, tell your friends which is the reason you're watching it. But, you know, get some fans in and let's start growing this, because, you know, small track is where it starts. The grassroots is here, and this is, you know, even though this is virtual, you know, it goes a long way when we go back to real world racing in a couple months.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Alex, we are going to let you run here because I have got to wrap up the broadcast here. Let's, we'll close things out here. We are just about finished for the evening. Want to remind everybody once again that you can support the National Racing Network on Patreon. You can find us at patreon.com/National Racing Network. We thank everybody who's come on board there as one of our patrons, and you're going to start to see those names running across the credits of our iRacing broadcast and our real-world broadcast as well. We've got to thank all those fine folks for their support. Also, make sure you check us out on the socials, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at National Racing Network. We are at NRN Productions, I believe, on the tweet box. But with that, we're going to wrap up our coverage for tonight. For Alex, Andrew, Brandon, the entire team over there at Snydersville Raceway, my name is Chris Graham. It has been a pleasure to have you with us. Have a great night, everybody.